The very first card that you got, actually, like 5 came out at once, but the one that wants to go first is Justice. Justice wants to go first. And it's saying that the fight for justice and equality, rulings made in your favor, and don't give up. So it might be that some of you are sort of fighting a good fight. And as these cards were coming out and as the reading was revealing itself, it was like there's a lot of emotions that come with this, is what it feels like for you guys. Sometimes you feel really powerful. Sometimes there's frustration. Sometimes there's sadness and loss. Sometimes there's victory. And it's just like this massive sort of roller coaster. And so they're saying, you know, there's support in all of those different aspects of this being sort of fundamentally something you're trying to do. This card is, you know, it looks a bit legal. You know, it's talking about justice, so it feels a bit legal. Sorry about that reflection there. So some of you may be in a legal situation, but it doesn't have to be. They're saying it doesn't have to be. It might be some kind of project that you're working on at work that would actually benefit many, many people, and you might be getting some kickback. And justice just being, you know, what you're trying to do is the right thing. You're trying to do something good and right and just. And there might be some challenges coming at you regarding that. And so they're saying, don't give up. There's a lot of support. And you also get the world. You get this huge victory sort of in the end. Like, don't give up. So these two wanted to come together. These two came together. Solutions also came up. There's solutions for you. I mean, it's going to be a long reading, but those three came up together: solutions and justice and doing the right thing, and just this sort of ultimate victory. The world, as if it's destined that good is going to be supported in the universe. We get a very happy ending, coming full circle. And the spiritual growth and insights that you gain from this experience are just going to be tremendous. It's going to take you full circle and kind of to the next level. So this is your final card. But it came out in the beginning with the pack, in the beginning with the Archangel Tarot deck. But it also wants to come back here in the end to let you know that that's the ending, is a very happy one. So as we go through this, the next couple of cards that came up are that you're seeing the situation accurately. So when you see, you know, well, the thing you're trying to accomplish is the right thing. You're seeing it accurately. Whenever there's challenges, even though they may be frustrating, you're seeing it accurately. There's a wisdom in you to what you're trying to do, and it's correct. Okay? So be persistent. Getting Lou is coming in to say, be persistent with what you know is right. Be persistent with what you know is right. And now all of these, look at all these. They are all kind of saying that you know what you're doing. You know the truth. You know what's in your heart, and you know what's right. You just got this massive amount of cards all relating to this. You're seeing it. So honor your feelings, trust what you're getting, believe in yourself. There is a divine order to these things. So even when things may not work out in the moment, right? It's as if, you know, a war is made up of several little battles. Some you win, some you lose. You're going to win the war in the end, calling it war and battles. Some you win, some you lose, but there's a divine order to this in terms of this happy ending. She's wanting to come here. It's like it's kind of confirming destiny here with these two. Like you are meant to succeed with this project that you're working on. Let's see, and you know, being honest with yourself. Yes, it's true what you're thinking. What you're thinking is correct. You're seeing it accurately. Whew, okay, sometimes you may not feel like it, especially when there's a defeat in a particular battle, especially if there's challenges coming at you and that that can feel pretty intense. There may be some second guessing, although for you guys it doesn't feel so much like second guessing as maybe trying to find a third, find a fourth, find another option. Because you see the situation looking for, and when there's a defeat, it's like, okay, what's next? What's going to be next? What's going to be next? Solutions, looking for solutions to every defeat. And so this next set of cards says, okay, gives you some sort of guidance on how you might deal with anytime one of the sort of, anytime a challenge comes up in what you're trying to do. Being persistent. Success comes from being objective, self-control, patience, persistence, forgiveness, and healing energy. This forgiveness comes up too. Who do you need to forgive? Forgiveness energy is coming in terms of helping to deal with challenges that come up. Okay, it could be that when a challenge comes up, things get heated. Things might get heated, and sometimes in the heat of an argument things get said that maybe you wish you didn't say, or the other says things that were just horrible, that were said in the heat of the moment but not really how they feel in their heart space. Things can get said that aren't really true, and so kind of keeping this ongoing idea of forgiveness. Just forgive when things get out of hand. Just go, you know what? Okay, that's just what it was. Moving on. Detaching from the drama of it. Detaching when that heat starts happening. See how quickly you can just get out of a heated argument where, yeah, things sometimes get said that you might regret or that others may regret. You're also getting to take care of yourself. Take really good care of yourself. Look at this. 4 cards. Take good care of yourself. Get away from the drama. Take really good care of yourself. Spend some time at the ocean. Daydream. All of these are speaking to, what you can do whenever there's actually kind of throughout. In the victories you might want to celebrate, but in the challenging times or the just sort of occasional defeats in particular battles, you want to just kind of step away from the drama and nurture yourself, take care of yourself. Maybe spend some time at the beach or in nature near water. The beach is where there's a lot of water, there's a lot of emotion. It does feel like there's a lot of emotion that stirs around for you guys in this kind of situation. So honor every emotion that you have is what they're saying with the beach. Honor every emotion. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to stomp your feet, stomp your feet. Find a place, though, where it's not potentially going to get you in trouble, where drama can get out of hand and then things happen that you might wish hadn't. So honor your emotions, but do it in a way that honors you at the same time. This one is also about going into meditation, playing an instrument, getting out in nature. This card kind of speaks to a lot of things. Just finding relief from stress in any way that you have found that works for you. On a consistent, regular basis, take really good care of yourself, step away from the drama, and then the solutions will come when you take some time out. And it's interesting that all that is coming up. We also have a chakra clearing, clearing out any toxicity that's coming at you in this. It's interesting that they use the words war and battles, right? It feels like something, but it feels like something really good that you're working towards. So don't give up. It's interesting that all of these are coming up together as a way of, sometimes it's really hard to step away when there's a challenge. You just want to get in there and stay on it until you find a solution. Sometimes it can be really, really hard to step away when you're looking for a solution. And yet what they really want to convey is that oftentimes solutions come when you step away. So understanding that stepping away is what's going to give you the solution you're looking for. So for some of you, you may, tend to want to stay in it, feeling like if you were to leave it, there's this element of feeling like you might be just abandoning your project on the people involved that you're trying to help, but you're not. When you step away, that's kind of just managing your sovereignty, managing yourself, and understanding the higher spiritual understanding that it is in stepping away where the solutions can become most clear. They're also very much inviting you to ask for Spirit's help, and then listen. Ask and then listen. You have some very trustworthy guidance available to you in the spiritual realm. We have, again, look at all these cards. We have Raziel, we have the Green Tara, delegating out, So some things might be, maybe while you want to come up with a solution, it might be that there are others who that is their forte and their absolute passion is maybe strategy. That's what they do. That's what they love to do. That's what they're gifted at. Find those people. See if you can find those people to help in looking for solutions and finding success with the justice of what you're trying to do. Delegate out where some skills might be better handled by someone who that's what they do and that's all they do and they're very, very good at it. So don't hesitate to delegate out. She's also asking you then to ask her for people that you might be able to delegate to. Ask Spirit to help bring these people to you, to help you with this. Ask and then listen. Your clairvoyance is getting increased by Raziel. He's helping your inner sight to awaken so that he can send you messages, so he can answer you through your clairvoyance. So clairvoyance is getting increased. This is trustworthy guidance. Your primary relationship is with Spirit. Your number one relationship is between you and Spirit. So trust the guidance that you get when you ask and then listen. This listening kind of has double meanings. It's like, yes, listen with your intuition, listen with your clairvoyance, any other clairs that you have developed, your intuition. But also this is quieting the mind. It's quieting the monkey mind that can get into spins looking for solutions to things. So this is about quieting your mind so that you can hear Spirit's answers for you. Okay. They also want you to be bold, take action. So as you hear messages from Spirit and when you get the solutions, be bold. Be bold. This very much feels like you guys. And what's so cool is that the very next card is Healer. Look at the difference between these cards. It's like she's a healer, and yet look at the darkness here. A lot of darkness in here, and this is a baby unicorn. She is healing, nurturing, tending to, taking care of this, baby unicorn who's in the dark kind of thing. This is you. And with this, what they are saying is that you are a healer. Even if you don't consider yourself one in sort of the spiritual realm, depending on what your work is, if it's, in legal situations, you may not consider yourself sort of a spiritual healer of sorts. But all of us are healers who are helping the innocent, Anytime you help an innocent, you are a healer, because there's healing happening from you and what your fight for what's right for them, protecting them. Whether it's, maybe some of you might have a project about children, you might have projects you're working on about helping the earth and climate, you might have projects that you're working on regarding the animals. And just by working on it, just by working on these projects, you are healing those who see and know that you are helping them. There's a healing element to that. You are a healer in that way. This, from Mother Earth, we get 4 cards. We get Earth Magic, we get Earth Magics and Perspective and Stillness and Synergy. Interesting set of cards from Mother Earth. All of these cards coming together. This is her way of saying thank you. She's saying thank you. The Fairy Magic card refers to when it refers to sort of the synergy of when you help Mother Earth, she will help you. There's a synergy. It's giving and receiving. It's offering and receiving. And so she's saying, for those of you who resonate with being involved in justice regarding climate change or anything that has to do with Mother Earth, she is very much thanking you in this sort of give and take. She's saying she is going to make sure that some magical things happen. So be sure to take some quiet time and stillness. This is also wanting to come up here with spending time at the ocean and just sort of being still. And she wants to come back too, just sort of being still, quieting the mind, being still, honoring your emotions and the water, and just being still about that. Perspective is having a higher perspective on the bigger picture of all of this, understanding that Spirit is with you. You know, the perspective of the observer. Imagine what you're doing and what and you and your life and all that's going on in your life. Imagine the perspective that Spirit has of you doing this kind of thing. And know that you are 100% supported for what's right and good and helping the earth, the world in any way. You're supported in this. It's time to go, and she wants to come back. Time to let go of anything from the past. Time to keep going. Time to be bold. Let go of anything from the past where, and this is coming up again with the idea of don't give up. Don't give up. Maybe there was something that happened in the past where, you know, some of these battles, losing some battles can be devastating, and maybe that has happened for you in the past, and they're saying that it does not need to happen again. It does not mean anything that happened in the past has nothing to do with the future. Even if you lost 10 times, every day there's new possibilities. Every day there's just a whole slew of new possibilities. Now's the time for new possibilities, to be bold. Time to go now. Let go of the past. Time to go. Time to be bold. It's the perfect time. All these cards about time. Now's the time. And in doing that, in following this project, it feels like in October or sometime around this, right? Time is a funny thing. It could be sooner. It could be a bit later. But it does really definitely feel like it's sort of destined to work out for you. And in the sort of final section of your cards here is that you may have a new career come out of this. It does feel like ultimately you're going to win the war. It's like a big, humongous win. In the end, the way my readings go, like a bit like a story, right? They go a bit like a story, and so here, kind of at the end, we're getting this win, huge win. So don't give up. You know, from beginning to end card with don't give up. Okay, whatever you're working on, don't give up, because in the end, it's a huge, humongous win. And with that, you might get a new, wonderful, very sparkly, shiny career out of it. Successful career. You may find a true love in this situation, or once the situation is over, you may find a true love. You also, let's see, just love and blessings of all kinds. Blessings of all kinds. Now this looks romantic, and given that there's 2 cards here in romance, there may be a romance waiting for you sort of on the other side of this. Or, now, she wants to come back. All right, here, okay. She wants to come back. This might be something that occurs within the dynamic of this project that you're working on. You may meet someone, especially in terms of asking for delegating, asking for help, asking for a person who could help you with the situation. Could be your true love steps in as the one to help you. So look for that. Look for that, and ultimately we just have this huge win. Aries, this is a great reading. I understand that if this resonates with you, a lot of it can be very challenging, lots of emotions. Honor your emotions. Take some time out when you're looking for solutions. Honor yourself, nurture yourself, take some time to daydream. Take advantage of the resources available to you. One being simply asking for help from spirit. Your clairvoyance is getting amplified so that when you're in a still, quiet place, you'll be able to hear the answers. So be sure and get yourself in a still, quiet place. There she is. It's right underneath clairvoyance. Mother Earth is with you, and it's just like ultimately this big, huge win, potentially a new career, new love life, many, many blessings. Yeah, happily ever after is what it says. This one says, yeah, a very happy ending, and this one says happily ever after. That being also an expression of sort of a romantic relationship, happily ever after, happy endings. Happily ever after, though, while it may be a relationship, it could just be just a life full of blessings going forward.